Welcome to Wealth Stories, where we follow the money, track the power moves, and show you exactly where the world's elite are placing their biggest bets before the rest of the world figures it out. February 2026. While most people were watching stock tickers and quarterly earnings, the real power move of the year quietly happened in New Delhi. The India AI Impact Summit didn't gather tech enthusiasts or startup founders looking for funding. It gathered the custodians of global wealth, 86 nations in one room, $250 billion in investment commitments on the table, and names like Mukesh Ambani, Jensen Huang, and Sam Altman sitting side by side, not as guests, as architects. Today, we are breaking down what was decided at Bharat Mandapam, why the world's elite are placing a $240 billion bet on India's silicon future, and what it means for where real wealth is going to be built over the next decade. Let's start with the billionaire playbook, because the people in that room weren't there to listen to presentation. They were there to stake their claim. At this summit, India's richest man, Mukesh Ambani, stood alongside NVIDIA's Jensen Huang to signal a shift the financial world has been waiting for. A decisive move towards sovereign AI, not imported intelligence, not technology licensed from Silicon Valley, homegrown, nationally controlled artificial intelligence built on Indian soil. And the first step toward that sovereignty is infrastructure. The summit locked in $250 billion in commitments to prove it. Companies like L&T Vioma alone announced $2.8 billion for green, AI-ready data centers in Gujarat. Here's why that number matters. The people who own the compute, the chips, the power, the physical infrastructure AI runs on, are the new landlords of the global economy. Land defined wealth in the 1800s. Oil defined it in the 1900s. Controlling the hardware that thinks is the defining wealth position of the century. Those data center commitments aren't technology spending. They are land acquisition. Then there is the sovereignty angle. And this is where it gets genuinely historic. Indian startup Sarvam AI launched a 105 billion parameter AI model directly at the summit. A model that outperformed Google's Gemini Flash on local language benchmarks. For the billionaire class watching this, the message was unmistakable. If you own the intelligence that speaks 22 Indian languages and understands the cultural and economic nuance of a billion consumers, you own the gateway to that market entirely. No middleman, no licensing fee to an American tech giant. That is what sovereignty actually means in financial terms. Now let's talk about how AI is reshaping luxury at the very top. Because the ultra-wealthy aren't just investing in this technology, they are living inside it. The 2026 summit made one thing crystal clear. Luxury has been redefined. It is no longer about what you own. It is about what your AI does for you. In real estate, India's new wealthy class is demanding what developers at the summit described as homes built in code. AI systems that don't simply show you available properties, but analyze your full digital profile, your travel patterns, your preferences, your lifestyle data, and surface only the options that fit your life precisely. We are talking about villas that pre-configure climate zones, EV charging infrastructure, and security protocols before you even visit. The home learns you before you move in. In luxury retail, brands at the summit unveiled AI-native experiences where a personal shopping agent doesn't suggest a jacket. It maps out the next 3 years of your wardrobe based on your international travel calendar and the seasonal climate of every city you'll visit. This is hyper-personalization taken to a level that was science fiction 5 years ago. Today, it is a sales strategy. So where's the smart money moving? At Bharat Mandapam, 5 names dominated private conversations. Sarvam AI is building a sovereign AI stack for India's languages. Control the intelligence layer. Control the gateway to the economy. Krutrim, backed by the Ola ecosystem, is going deeper into chip design, integrating hardware and software, positioning itself as a long-term strategic AI infrastructure bet. Qure.ai holds 19 FDA clearances and is automating medical diagnostics, turning hospitals into high-performance data hubs. In wealth management circles, healthcare has always been the most resilient asset class, and Qure.ai is systematically digitizing it. Gnani.ai launched Vachana at the summit, an AI that can clone a voice across 12 languages with just 10 seconds of audio. For the banking and retail giants in the room, this is the infrastructure to replace massive low-margin call centers with automated, high-quality service at scale. And finally, NetWeb Technologies is building the high-performance servers that power the entire Indian AI mission. With the government committing approximately $1.2 billion toward GPU as a service, NetWeb is the company selling the shovels in what may be the largest gold rush of this generation. And overseeing all of it is a national vision. Prime Minister Modi introduced the main EV framework at the summit, AI for the common man, but executed at a billionaire scale. 86 nations signed the New Delhi Declaration. France and India jointly inaugurated what they are calling the Year of Innovation, 2026. And Anthropic's CEO Dario Amodei made what may be the most consequential claim of the entire event, that AI could help India achieve 25% economic growth. If that projection holds even partially, we are not just looking at a new generation of Indian billionaires. We are looking at a fundamental realignment of global economic power where Indian AI capital competes directly and confidently with the United States and China. Here's the takeaway. The 2026 AI Impact Summit proved that the line between technology and wealth no longer exists. The $250 billion in data center commitments, the sovereign AI models, the AI-driven luxury experiences, the startup ecosystem being built to serve 1 billion people, this is all one single story. It is the story of who controls the infrastructure of the future. In the 19th century, wealth was land. In the 20th, it was oil. In 2026, wealth is the algorithm. The only question worth asking right now is a simple one. Are you investing in the tools, or are you just using them? Drop your answer in the comments. And if this is the kind of forward-looking analysis you want more of, subscribe to Wealth Stories and share this with someone who needs to see where the world is heading. We will see you in the next one.